Stop it. It's your problem if you thought like that, which I never felt from you. Did you think I had amnesia to forget how much I have been tortured by you? I didn't love you, I don't love you, and I'm not gonna love you too. Tears welled up in Jungkook's eyes as he struggled to control them, despite being a dangerous mafia figure. Of course, Jungkook might be a dangerous mafia man, but in the face of love, he felt powerless. Every moment, I remember how much I shivered, scared, thinking what punishment I would receive from you, Jungkook. I didn't mean to scare you with bad intentions, why? Why do you act like you truly love me when you only want to use my body for revenge? His eyes widened with dread. He didn't have that type of intention towards her. Who the hell said I won't choose your body? Hun? What? Yes. At that moment, tears began to roll down her cheeks as she spoke. When you left me in the room earlier, your phone fell from your pocket. I only noticed it after you left. Then I saw that Han's ID was calling your phone. I accidentally attended the call. And you know what he said? Bro, I'm really surprised. You finally decided to make her pregnant? That's why you took her alone? All the best. After making her pregnant forcefully, make her death and her life even more cruel as revenge. When I heard that, I dropped the phone in shock because I thought you might have changed and were genuinely trying to be with me. But after learning about your low-cheap intentions towards me, I felt ashamed of you. How could you stoop so low as to seek revenge by playing with my body, huh? No one, even in my lowest moments, I never wanted to use your body. I swear, I'm not that cheap of a person to play with an innocent girl like you. I see. Then why did you bring me here? I know, if you try to force me there, Tay and Bella will stop you. There will be a barrier between us, which is why you brought me here. No, all this drama is just to manipulate me into sleeping with you. So I won't try to escape from you again. And you can use me until I get pregnant, right? You can use me as much as you want, right? Shut up, Ryan. If I wanted revenge getting you pregnant forcefully, I would have done it on your wedding night. But I can't. Why don't you observe another side too? If I were that cruel, would you have raised your voice at me so recklessly, huh? If you were that old Jungkook you met in the beginning, you wouldn't be able to speak to me now. I'm changing, Ryan, so you could talk to me like this feeling. I swear on my mother, I never intended such cheap intentions to force you. Please don't drag your mom's sentiment into every matter. If she were still alive, she would have been ashamed of you. While saying this, she took the ring from his hand and threw it into the sea recklessly. Jungkook's heart stopped when she did it. He couldn't believe she would suddenly throw his mom's ring. What did you do? He held her in shock like a lion. If it had been anyone in his wife's place, he would have murdered them further. But it was wine, so he couldn't harm her. She thought he would slap her by his reaction. So she closed her eyes, but when she heard someone jump into the sea from there, making a splash sound, she looked but didn't see him. That's when she realized that he was the one who jumped into the sea. And then her heart skipped in shock. Jungkook? She said to herself in disbelief. How could he jump into the sea from a moving ship just for a fake ring? Jungkook, she ran from there to see if she could spot him in the sea. She held onto the handrail, calling out his name loudly. She couldn't see him, but her whole body was shaking uncontrollably. He had already once risked his life to save her, and now he was putting his life in danger again. She screamed for the ship to stop. The ship's captain crying loudly. Tears streamed down her face as she called out his name, desperately trying to catch a glimpse of his face in the sea. After a while, the ship's captain also jumped into the sea to save Jungkook, but Wine couldn't jump because she doesn't know how to swim. Now she is understanding that it must have been his mom's ring. She was crying badly, thinking about seriously she had made a mistake that could have caused Jungkook's death, but she saw the captain bringing Jungkook back. And seeing this, she wiped her tears. Jungkook, The captain helped Jungkook climb him onto the ship and lay him down. Ryan knelt down beside Jungkook, seeing his body there appearing lifeless, not moving with his eyes closed. Jungkook, she was about to touch him when the captain gently slapped Jungkook's cheek first, making Jungkook open his eyes. Then he pushed both hands against Jungkook's belly, starting to push, which made Jungkook cough up the water. That's when Jungkook moved and coughed up the water, coming to his senses, seeing him moving, wanting to get deep in his relief. Joining her both hands, closing her eyes, thanking God. While coughing, he saw Ryan looking at him with concern. The captain left, leaving Jungkook alone with Ryan. How could you be so cold towards me, Ryan? She looked into his eyes filled with sadness and tears that refused to fall. The ring is the last memory of my mom that I have. I wanted to give it to you because that's how much I love you. But you suspect me and even throw away my mom's ring. Why do you hate me this much? She was biting her lower lip, but he chuckled sadly. I am stupid here. How can you still hate me when I hurt you so much? I wish I could go back on our wedding day. I wish I could change everything, but I can't. All I can say is, I'm sorry, Warren. This is the first time he had ever uttered an apology in his life. He never once imagined there would come a day when he would have to apologize to his own wife for what he had done to her. Whether you believe or not, you are the first woman to enter my life, Warren. I didn't allow myself any happiness after losing myself. Instead, I lived only for revenge against your family. But being with you made me realize the reality. I can't change your past or how much you have suffered because of me. But I promise to take care of you. I can help you forget all the hell you have been through. I know you were past too. When I remember that night when you were crying alone and talking to yourself alone, but all I heard what was the whole thing. She was speechless, not uttering a single word. Now she understood how much he had changed and how it had happened. But now she regretted throwing away his mom's rings, the only thing he had that belonged to her. Don't worry about my mom's ring. I found it. He didn't try to take advantage of the ring to gain sympathy. Instead, he showed sincerity by not hiding it. It's okay, Ryan. I already have it. It's like my babe. I can't lose it. Saying this, he wore it to his little finger while looking into her eyes with pain. I won't bother you to wear it. I know how much you hate it. That's why you threw it, right? I'm regretting each action I took concerning about you. I haven't clearly have hurt you. I even scared you. At that time, I was John Jungkook, who used to see only killers around me. But now, I'm Jungkook, crying for a girl who is hating me. If you want, you can beat me, curse me as much as you want, punish me, torture me. I won't disobey you, but please be with me. When I can't live without you. At that moment, a tear dropped from her right eye when he extended his hand asking for a promise, but she got up, refusing to kneel, even though he showed his regretting for his actions towards her. When say anything you want, I'll give anything, I'll do anything without saying no, but please be with me, I love you, Ryan. Please just say one word, just one word. Ryan, give me one chance. He also got up by holding the handle to steady himself. Suddenly a bullet came from nowhere, almost missing. The bullet passed between them, Ryan and Jungkook. It's evident that the bullet was targeted at Jungkook, but missed when he got up while asking for his wife one chance. A fearful scream escaped from Ryan's mouth, but Jungkook looked at the opposite direction and saw another ship bigger than his approaching theirs. He also noticed some guys pointing their guns at his ship, but he couldn't understand who the hell wanted to kill them. Run, hide quickly, he yelled as he tried to save her from the danger of bullet shots, and with that the danger was only targeted at him, not his wife. Another bullet was shot, but Jungkook bent over and causing the bullet to miss him as well. Didn't you hear me? Hide quickly, he said hurriedly as he shielded his wife with his body, trying to take her to a safe place. What a bad timing, he didn't even have a gun at this time. But suddenly smoke screens engulfed Jungkook's ship, spreading a noxious gas and paralyzed those cut in the guests, including those on his ship. In just milliseconds, the area filled with smoke. Jungkook couldn't see a way to hide Wine from the attack. But he noticed that the shooting of bullets was also suddenly stopped. Vine was struggling to breathe in the smoke, unable to say anything or open her mouth because she was losing consciousness. The smoke was making her lose her sense. Jungkook was coughing while sensing the gas around them. A dazing blur of gas surrounded him, but he didn't let go of Vine. But when he looked at her, he saw she had already lost consciousness, falling into his chest. He held her tightly, trying to wake her up, but he also felt more dizziness. Slowly overcome by the haze of smoke, he lost his consciousness too. Then he fell onto his back with his wife on his chest. But that's when Jimmy slowly revealed from the smoke, wearing a mask. He carefully lifted Vine from Jungkook's chest and placed her over his shoulder. He separated her from Jungkook finally. But he didn't leave. Instead, he took out a gun from his waistband and pointed at Jungkook's unconscious figure, while his eyes are staring at Jungkook while burning. Jimmy, your time is up, Jungkook. He pointed the gun steadily, pulled at the trigger, sending the bullet flying towards Jungkook. The gunshot rang out loudly as the bullet hit his target.